What's going on, everyone? Well, today on the chopping block we have a Echo CS 400 chainsaw here. Customer brought to me, said to keep some burning up bar and chain on it, and he already went through a couple bars, and he doesn't think it's oiling or oiling correctly. Well, I already ripped it apart and found out that the oil pump has plastic gears internally that actually got stripped out. Not sure how that happened, but I already cleaned out the lines. I'm gonna clean up the saw and install a new one. So, hang with me here, and I'll get you set. Here we are. Kind of nasty down in here, so we're gonna clean it up a little bit. Alright, just cleaned up best it's gonna get. There's the new oil pump. And if you need another oil pump for your Echo, that CS 400, here's the part number. There's the new pump. Screws here. Yeah, these screws just need to be snugged down. Alright, there's the line that feeds from the oil pump to your bar. It is also cleaned out. Alright, we'll install this in here. Just like that. Still a little dirty in there, but it's better than what it was. Wonder where the oil pump is set at. Yeah, let's give a maximum oil. Okay, that's all there. Now we'll go over here. You have to put the... You always want to make sure that your filter for your oil is cleaned. No buildup or anything. I've cleaned this prior. Now we just have to fish out the line, the oil pump line, out of the tank here. Go back in there again. There's the cap. I did notice though, whenever I ripped this apart, this cap keeper, I call it, the oil line was running through the hole. I'm not sure why it was like that. I don't know if that might have been keeping it up out of the oil and starving the pump with oil. I'm not sure. But I saved his oil. Cap back on it here, and let's see if she's oils. Yeah, the saw runs great and everything, it just didn't oil no more. I believe he bought it new, and I think he did take it back one time for an oiling problem he said quite a few years ago. So I'm not sure if this was the same problem that he had prior. Not sure. Well, let's see if this thing will oil. Yep, right there. You see it oiling. That's good. Customer will be happy. Well, I'm going to clean up his bar and sharpen his chain for him, and I'll get back to you. Alright, I'm back. Clean up the plate here. Go on right there. Make sure it is tight here. Okay. Yeah, the clutch doesn't look too bad at all. Clean up a little bit here. Yeah, because he said that he was dumping straight oil on the bar and chain the last time he was using it, so more likely he probably slung oil all over everything in here. You know what? I'm gonna clean this. Yeah, thank goodness I did. It was oil all through that. Yeah, I'm not sure why this oil pump burned up, or actually stripped out. I don't know if it was just a bad design, or did he have a clog somewhere? I'm not really positive how it burned up or stripped out. But there's a new OEM one in it, so... And remember, these are left-handed thread. Left-handed thread. Alright, now we're going to put the bar and chain back on. See how it goes on here. You want the bottom of the bar, the teeth facing toward the saw, and on top you want to be away from the saw. I've seen so many people put chains on backwards and they say they don't know how to, it doesn't cut. Well, that's the reason, the chain's on backwards. Yeah, you don't want to tighten these down too tight. Because you need to adjust the chain. I always like to adjust them so the drive teeth are about half coming out of the bar. If you pull off the top, the chain off the top of the bar, you want to snug it up enough that half to maybe 3/4 of the teeth coming out of the top of the bar whenever you pull up on it. Yep. Alright. Then you always take your screwdriver, put it on the back of the teeth and roll it around. Make sure it's blade break. Alright, let's start up and see what it does here. spraying oil off the chain just like it should. Yep, chain might have just a tad on the tight side, just a tad, but we'll fix that. Yeah, loosen it up just a tiny bit. Oh yeah, there you go. Yep. So now, technically this saw is done and ready to tell the customer. And you want a little attention on it, but rolls pretty good. So, well, if you like this video, please share it, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever. So, alright, I'll talk to you later.